vying for that spot in playoffs. A lot to prove here for both of these two teams.
Well, let's kick it off on Mirage here, Sam. Sprout GG versus X Mad Lions. A bit of a quiet start here, but Buzz probably looking to try and kick it off. Maybe I'll get a chance as well. Interesting setup here from the T's. Fairly standard, but looks like they're going to go in for that wrap into through mid, up in towards A, and jump out Palace and up through ramp. They may well be able to pick up this first kill, but Spiddy looking to try and help out his teammate. And JL are going to be here. That click of the change of the fire mode there into burst mode does give away information. Obviously, whenever you jump, there's no such thing as silent jump. It's just ultra quiet jump. That's all there is.
Well, getting an early pickoff is pretty good news for Sprout here, but Mad Lions looks like they're going in for that execute. Oh, and they lose yet another player. Not a great start.
Definitely not going to be a good one you want to be seeing, but oh, they absolutely slaughtered one person left. It's going to be SDY, and it looks like he's going to be cornered up into towards Palace. They haven't wrapped on him. They've got the bomb, so they know they have control of the flow of this map. Of this round, rather. You can see Lynx is trying to actually bait this out by going in for a reload, trying to force him to go out, but it's not going to happen. He backs off. He's going to try and take it over towards ramp. He's trying to see if anyone is, trying to contend for him. And he's the only player who's managed to get a kill so far. There's also one of the other players on Sprout who's only got 1 HP sitting on stairs at the moment. I don't think he's really going to be challenging this. And that's another headshot. It's a lot of damage done in that round, but only 1 kill.
Probably didn't spot the legs, probably distracted by the player down long. It's a bit of a difficult situation to be in there, but unfortunately that's going to be a round that Mad Lions don't even get a bomb plant in. And that's going to wreak havoc on their economy. I was a little surprised to see what a slow start it was. Very often we see them go for a far more aggressive push. Oh god, what a start. No way you follow this up.
He's managed to get a tag on now as well. I mean, they're going to be all just sitting up top of mid for him to be able to try and tag them down. There's the second one. Third one, not going to be from him. Instead, it is going to be the other players slaughtering them up. Ideally, you want that MP9 to, try and get all the kills there, get the extra cash, the $600 per kill. But not going to happen. I
mean, given the Mad Lions didn't have anything in that round, you don't expect them to do well. You kind of expect it to be kind of a mid-rush, get mowed down. But that felt like bullying. They were just all trapped behind those sandbags there, and Sprout push out, and they corner them from every angle. But now Mad Lions do have AKs in their hands. They have a clear weapons advantage here. But now it's about how they leverage it. They're starting to kind of garner themselves a little bit of space here in mid, get the opening kill, and that's a good start.
We talked about Roy and his AK or his rifle. This is exactly what we're talking about. He was able to get that first kill, pushing up mid. Full use of the smoke. It's a little bit of a dangerous play, but it's going to work out. They now have advantage. He's only got 30 HP, but that doesn't really matter too much when you've got that advantage. If they can convert this bonus round, keep it from Sprout, that would work ideally for them. They need to start building up their own economy, because there's definitely one getting built up at the moment for Sprout. If they lose this round, that is going to be a huge amount of money in the bank here for Sprout. They slowed it down, trying to see if anyone's going to be pushing them.
This is a different look from Mad Lions. They were a little bit more fast in the previous series, and I suppose they thought, well, we slow things down a little bit, see if we get better results off of that. And so far, all right, we're only on round 3.
Oh, well, JL's going to be contending with the player down right up below him. It's going to be Slacks sprayed out through the smoke. One under Palace is going to get tagged a little bit. Down to 39 HP, never mind. He's going to be dead. Final player. He's going to be able to pick up one. The second, though, Buzz is going to deny him the pleasure. And somehow Warrior stays alive during that whole round. And that is going to be the economy of Sprout affected.
Better positioning from Mad Lions. So I was kind of questioning their slower approach. But it works out quite nicely for them because they're able to get into a position that gives them a lot of different angles onto the site. And they utilize their smokes quite nicely to shut down a lot of those CT-sided sightlines. Once they have that available to them, they're able to leverage it quite nicely. But now, some very early aggressions from Sprout has net them at least 1 kill, maybe a second.
Oh, fantastic positioning. The M4A1 is just such a beautiful gun. It's so well utilized. He's going to be able to get the headshot to JLL as well. And all it takes is another shot. And Sprout looking to punish the side of Mad Lions. But they does come through, but unfortunately, Buzz, he's caught with the Molotov out in his hand. That's what you get for drinking on the job, I guess. And now, SDY, last player left alive. Realistically, the best scenario for him is to, well, I guess clutch it, but more of like a realistic one is to try and save. But you know what? We saw like SDY yesterday, Sam, popped off quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those players that has the potential to make something happen here, but a 1v4, it's probably a little much to ask. We'll see, maybe he can pull out some heroics. But this was a rough round for Mad Lions. I mean, they weren't expecting that boosted position, and they weren't really able to deal with it. Oh. SDY down to 10 HP, but he has managed to get a kill, and he's trying to keep this as expensive as possible. He knows that they've lost quite a bit of cash into this round, so maybe he can take some guns away from Sprout.
That would be a really good scenario for him. If he can get as many of them dead as possible, if he can take the AWP out of their hands, that'd be so crucial for them going forward into this. But honestly, I think he's going to probably get taken down. There we go. That was a nice attempt, I'll give him that, but after you're sagged down to 10 HP, that's kind of when you probably want to actually just back off from that scenario.
Yeah, would have been nice if he could have, but unfortunately, 10 HP in a dream, and the dream was dead. Mad Lions now don't have the best economy. They managed to get one round for themselves, but quickly conceded that back over in favor of Sprout, and now they got the hero AK to try to make something happen. They handed that over to Waro, a player that we know can do incredibly well, but had a little bit of a middling performance yesterday, so hopefully he can step up a bit here today. And of course, Sprout managed to hold on to that AWP, but it was kept very expensive. You take a look at their econ right now, and it's not ideal. They'll still be good into the next round if they win this one, but it's not. They're not comfortable just yet.
No, they've definitely had the pressure placed on them. Slacks, they'll spot a player underpass, but he's not going to be able to get the kill. I do question the AK purchase, but there we go. Going to be proving me wrong. Never mind, they're both going to be absolutely slapped. JL's going to be able to get a kill for D-Work quickly. Going to get silenced by this AWP. Slacks. He's here. Now, TM Bro going to be pushing in from long. Looking to try and take these guys down with the Eagle, but unfortunately, 2 at once. He takes down one. Couldn't find a second one, but again, a superb round from Mad Lions, even though they didn't win that. Sprout did fantastic, don't get me wrong, but that was an expensive round.
Seriously, given that they only had 1 AK going into that round, the fact that they killed 3 of the Sprout players is massive. I mentioned how, you know, their economy wasn't great, and I said they'd be good going into another round if they won it, but I didn't think they'd win it that closely, and unfortunately, they're not okay. This is not a good position for them to be in, and Mad Lions have a clear advantage here.
Definitely do. I mean, if you look at this, the weaponry on either side, the economy as well, just even like Slacks has some money in the bank, but that's pretty much it. Rouse, he's going to have to defend Palace. SDY, he's also got 2 in towards ramp, so he can't play super aggressive on this one. He's by himself. Lots of distraction, and JL is getting into a solid position. If you can push up in towards connector, that's going to deny that sort of short rotation. Smokes out in towards jungle. We're going to see a rotation in towards CT from the CT side. It's going to be the AWP from Slacks. He's probably going to be shutting down Buzz as soon as he pushes in, but he misses his shots. This allows the execution to now unfold. Rouse, his position is so important, but that Molotov is going to be burning right down. He's 75 HP. His head is going to be found. TM Bro, great job. Lanx is going to be able to get killed with the AUG. It's not going to be normal. It's going to be doing its job. JL going to be doing the damage, but not enough. Spinny takes him down with the MP9. Trade right away, though. Roy 2K going in from that mid position. Oh, behind. All right, it's going to be able to find the head of 2, but couldn't quite find finishing blow. TM Bro and Warrior just plays far too aggressive, and somehow this is turning up against the T side. They have it. They had it in their hands, Sam.
Oh, that's a devastating round for Mad Lions. They had every clear advantage, some good util usage, clearing out angles, forcing Sprout GG off of their position, off of their angles, getting some really nice early opening frags, and then it all just falls apart. And Sprout wind up winning gun battles with far inferior weaponry, and it's a little surprising that Mad Lions just aren't hitting those shots. It's so important. This is, at the end of the day, as much tack as there is, it's still an FPS. You've got to hit those shots, and unfortunately now they find themselves back down onto a pistol, and Sprout firmly back in control.
It was questionable for a moment. I honestly thought Mad Lions guys were going to be able to do something about it in that round, but it's not going to be the case. Even if the Log's blinded, it was too late, and he was able to still get that shot off. Nice kill from Buzz, but honestly, it's just in a really difficult situation. They really wanted to try and get more kills. Ooh. That's exactly what you want. AK in hands. Let's see if we can try and even the odds here. Not going to happen.
2 kills. Not terrible, given it's a pistol round. They've had better pistol rounds, but, you know, try to keep it expensive. Although at this point, because Sprout have kept winning rounds, they're building up a pretty good slush fund. That was the word that I had when I moved away from trust fund. It was slush fund. There you go. Mad Lions now have the AWP in their hands, though. Warrior2k going to be looking to take that battle to Longs, who's been chilling in mid. Actually, it's been slacks. Oh my god, double AWP. Mad Lions could be in trouble here.
Well, it could be the other way around. Let's see if Warrior's going to be able to do anything with his own AWP. And having an extra rifle versus AWP, if you get the execution right, you're going to have a lot more maneuverability. But having the ability to be able to move the AWP over towards 2 different sites is also fantastic. But let's see what ends up happening here at the moment. It's fairly slow. There's no real explosive action that's gone on. Obviously, at the start, we saw some damage towards Connector. That was about it. Team Bro giving up his position there. Very much making everyone aware that he's here. He has got the bomb. Let's be a little bit careful. Smoke's going to go down. I think that's actually created a one way on the right hand side if you're looking at it from top of mid. So they're going to have to be careful if they do go and peek into that. For now, they're pushing up. Pushing it up into towards Connect. He's going to go for the spray. Gets one, but couldn't quite find the second one. It's going to be JL taking him down. He's going to be coming in through window room. He's going to be able to tag down JL a little bit more, but he's going to be backing off, realizing that he's probably going to get double peaks in this situation. It's going to be the AWP of all things to take him out. Buzz over towards CT, taps away, kills Rouse, and now slacks AWP player. Last one left alive, his footsteps would be heard, and he's just going to be backing away from this, and they're going to be going chasing Sam. They don't want to allow him to have the chance of surviving with this AWP.
Definitely not. And I think that you really touched on a good point there about the WAWP becoming a bit of a detriment, potentially, for Sprout. I mean, Mad Lions are putting so much pressure onto that A site, and the entirety of Sprout have made their way over, but they can't go in too aggressive because 2 of their players have offs. So they have to play a little bit more safe. They have to try and use their util to regain some of that space, and they're not able to do so. Mad Lions do a really good job at claiming that space, pushing forward, and then mowing through what few players are left alive. And then, of course, as we saw, taking out the last AWP. As good as Sprout's economy had been looking, because Mad Lions have kept every round expensive, they're now on a very broken buy, and they're very much on the brink. If they lose this round, they're back down to pistols.
It's not looking good for them right away. It's going to be Buzz taking out one of the rifles. Now it's going to be Rouse with the Deagle. He can't quite hit those headshots, and they're just falling apart. Falling to the wayside. It's going to be 2 players left alive. There's not even a single point of damage done to the opposition. Sprout just falling apart under this pressure. Spiddy going to be charging in towards Connector. He wants to try and find this kill. He knows where this player is. He hears him, but JL gets a running headshot on him. That's going to be so frustrating to see, but very well played by Mad Lions, who really take control of this, and the economy is in their pocket.
JL was on, like, what, 2 HP in a dream? And a little Ferrari swing there gets him the final kill of the round. Yeah, you take that every day of the week. And as predicted, Sprout, unfortunately, USPSs, they're not spending a single cent here. Get this round over with. Try to make it expensive. Mad Lions' economy isn't perfect either, and if you can break that a little bit here, you might be able to find a way back in. But this is the prime opportunity for Mad Lions to get themselves back into this. It's only a 3-round deficit. It's definitely doable.
There was some lot of respect. I was actually on lungs with the Zeus. And, that falls down right away. He doesn't achieve anything at all with it. Which, I mean, I'm not too surprised with it. It's so hard to use. I mean, back in the original heyday, it wasn't even live rounds. He used to do Zeus rounds. Which is just absolutely hilarious to think about. Oh, wait, hang on. What's happened here? Slack's about to pick up 2 kills with the pistol. That's some extra damage to economy. It's not going to do too much against those players who have 7 and 8k, but it's something.
Buzz had 11.8k. Good grief. Okay. Yeah, no, Mad Lions, they're Gucci. They're fine for another round or two. And Sprout, oh, okay, no, it's a pause. I'm like, no ways you're going for a double eco. Okay, no, they're just pausing. They're taking a moment, taking a breath, trying to figure out what adaptations need to be made here. Because Mad Lions, they had a little bit of a wonky start to the map. They kind of struggled to find their footing a little bit. They played a very slow game. Now, I mean, they're not lightning fast, but they've definitely increased the pacing a little bit, and they've done very well to keep putting pressure on Sprout and forcing them off of angles. And they've done really well at taking advantage of that when necessary. And of course, bearing in mind the last round was a pistol round, so you weren't really expecting too much kickback from Sprout. This could be a deterministic round.
Oh, I think Sarah's about to get shot in the back if he's not careful. That smoke is going to be fantastic for him, but I don't think he saw JL. And this might just allow JL to be able to sneak on through. He's given the information across. Does he take the shot? He does. He lands. He needed. Now he can just hold this position. He's not. He's going to be giving it up. Instead, he's going to be going back over towards Connected to help out his teammate. And they're going to be able to get the kill. It's going to have to be a trade, though. JL backs on over. He wants to make sure no one comes in towards this room. There's a player there, though. One over towards CT. It's going to be Slacks with AWP looking to try and open this site back up and deny them from the pretty dominant performance here, but you know what? At this point, save.
Yeah, 100%. This is another perfect example of Mad Lions pressure. Ooh, JL, you need to be careful there, buddy. Yeah, so the pressure that they're pushing onto Sprout has been really good. And then, of course, you have one player going on a little bit of a sneaky wraparound, managing to get that first kill. Very important. Nobody spots him out. It can't get communicated across. And so he's able to get a very free early pick. Then, Mad Lions, as they continue to rotate around, as they're spotting out players, they're moving that communication across to the rest of the team, and they're able to keep pushing the Sprout players back. This has been a huge theme for this team on this map. And it's something that I'd really wanted to see a little bit more out of them yesterday. I remember one of my big things was how good they are at taking map control. And I'd been really disappointed because we didn't really see it on Inferno, and on Ancient it was like, at best. But here we're starting to see signs of that again, signs of what we saw. Sorry, Ancient, it was good. Dust 2, it was and now we're seeing signs of what they did on Ancient yesterday. But this time around, it's on their T side, which is a little surprising. We'd seen a lot of it on the CT side, but their T side had been very lackluster. So this makes a welcome change for the ex-Mad Lions squad.
Two of them have over 10k after they've got everything. They've got everything they need for this round, which is looking really good for them. For the side of Sprout, they have got 2 AWPs, but they've also got 2 players with no armor, so they've opted in so they can buy full next rounds, or at least mostly. They're going to be short a couple of bits of util, but that should be fine. See if they're going to be able to accomplish much. And okay, there is an AWP going over towards B. That is a good idea.
Oh,
he's going to be playing aggressive. He gets one kill. He has to back up very quickly. There was one chasing. He flicks up, gets the headshot.
what?
You want to be seeing through the edge. Now they have man advantage, but they're still down on 3 weapons. They have no rifles. Roy2K finds one of the Eagle players, shuts him down, and now the A side control could easily be theirs. There is Slacks with the AWP up in towards Palace. He could be the saving grace of Sprouts, but JL.
Oh,
Carrying on
no.
pushing. Spiddy, he's managed to find himself an AK from the first killed player, or one of the first 2 anyway, and he's now going to be able to make full use out of it, and that's such a key weapon to have. Slacks, is he going to be able to hit this shot off? He does. He doesn't even go for a no-scope. He just scopes right in, and now over towards CT. It's going to be Roy2K. Does he play aggressive against this? He has a chance to back off. Instead, he's going to be playing over-aggressive. Gets killed, and now the bomb's going to go down on default. Spiddy's going to be coming up, looking to definitely spray up against this box. Does get spotted. Oh. Headshot easy for Woro. He's coming alive. What? Here we go. He's woken up. The beast is here.
Did he get an ace in that round? Did I read that right?
I think he must have.
Oh my god. Okay, so that round starts with Longs being just completely cheeky. Just pushing way down into that alleyway and into apartments and getting 2 kills. But the second kill is particularly egregious because Mad Lions don't fire on him after that first shot comes through. He's just allowed to escape. So the fact that Sprout do so well on a pistol round is mind-blowing for the Mad Lions squad. Thankfully, they already had a whole heck ton of cash in the slush fund, but that could have gone terribly. Thank God for Waro2K and his ability to clutch out. It's 6-6. We're getting very close to the half here, and this is looking a lot closer than I had expected at the very least.
Yeah, I will say that Slacks made a massive mistake playing over-aggressive out, like peeking out. Once he knew the player was there, just don't go for that. You're completely exposed. He's going to be able to get a decent shot off, and you have time. Wait for one of your other players. But honestly, Waro, this is what we wanted to see yesterday. He's got more kills than he did, I think, across the first 2 games combined. Even he really just hadn't woken up. But or maybe the second game. You know what I mean? There we go. First shot's going to be on TM Bro. Well, it's going to be on the AWP. Honestly, he's been slapping with the AK. SDY though is going to be proven why. He's got an AK. Picks up the kill on Rouse. Out. He's not going to get the kill.
No
it's going to be USP versus AK. 2 HP left on Slacks. AWP in hand. He's going to cross on back over towards Ticket Booth. Sarah is going to be over in towards the ramp. That's going to be a decent rotational chance. This video goes towards this short position. He goes for the kill, but he gets turned on. It's going to be the headshot. The shot missed from Lax. His position's no, but he flicks on, gets Warrior, shuts him down. Looking to get some vengeance for his teammates from last round, but it's going to be Hammond to try and get hit. There's another shot. He doesn't. What we would have taken is a quick tickle. Down, but it doesn't quite happen. SDY still alive and kicking. Really trying to help carry his teammates. He has to reload, and that's going to catch him off guard. He goes down. Slacks here and left in a 1v2, but as he came alive last game, yesterday, he's going to be looking to do it again. He gets a double kill with headshots. He's showing Waro how it's done as well. He's like, oh yeah, you got headshots last game, so can I.
Where was this Mad Lions yesterday? These clutches are absolutely obscene. I've been super impressed with how well they've been playing. And, I spoke about their map control and how that was something that I really wanted to see more out of this team because I know how good it can be. And a lot of their players had some lackluster performances to say the least, but they've really turned on now. They forced Sprout back down onto a pistol, well, upgraded pistols. So at least there's a bit of firepower there, and it pays off. That's JL off the board, which is not ideal. But finding themselves here on the 6-7. We've got 2 rounds left, including this one. Be a bit of a tough ask to get at the half in the lead.
Yeah, I think Mad Lions should have this at least this half in the bag. All they have to do is get this last round. They could do absolutely mad work, and that is just a slaughter. Sprout, aka Sprite, go down. Spitty, last one left alive. 5-7 in hand. You could hit a nice when you're dead.
Oh. Sprite rebrand confirmed. Yep. I support it. 8-6, last round in the half. Sprout, they have an opportunity to at least keep this super close. Maybe win out this round for themselves. Double AWP coming out once again. They've been getting a little bit of value out of that, but I gotta say, heading back to your previous point, I think that it gives up a little bit too much space. And against the Mad Lion squad like this that's taking so much space, you can't really afford to be giving over that much. Speaking of double AWPs, JL and Waro2K handshake emoji.
Well, Langs misses that all-important shot, but he's going to be going back in for the wall bang. He just misses it by a couple of centimeters or meters. But work. Waro spots the player, but unfortunately, it's going to be Saho with the same position, just doing brutal damage. They need the 7th round. They're so hungry for it. They're looking to peek in, and unfortunately for Langs, he's going to be outpeaked by JL, who has the AWP there to answer. The rest of his team, and now it's going to be Mad Lions. They've already got 3 players, but you know what? Buzz, SDY, and JL, and the rest of the players are going to be playing absolutely brutal. Buzz is going to be able to get one. Transfers over. Couldn't quite get that connector player, so it stays alive. 16 HP left. And Buzz is going to get bullied by his own teammate. Takes a bit of damage, 21 points. He's not going to worry about it too much. He doesn't care. He knows he just has to hit a couple of headshots. Smoke's going to go down. He was able to pick up. JL flashed by his own teammate. Not exactly the communication you want. That was so close. So beautiful, but it doesn't work. And now Ninja Spot is going to go down. You can't go back into that spot right now. But Buzz, he should be able to take that on this player. And this should be the 9th round on the board for Mad Lions. I don't really foresee this going any other way. Oh, they haven't actually even got the bomb down. So I mean, Excuse me. I was calling that way too early. Buzz misses a shot. Well, no, he doesn't. He hits it, but 3 HP left us here. Now the push are going to be coming in towards the side. JL has to hit the flick. He does hit the leg, but actually it was his teammate, so it's not even the kill he wants. He's going to be going down. SDY flicks on, gets the kill. Knows there's one on Tinker Booth. Gets a little bit of damage, not the kill he wanted. He's going to go down. Now Buzz in a 1v1 the situation. He's got the HP, the weapon as well. The bomb is in a difficult spot to try and for him, but he's going to be able to take it. Flicks on over, gets the kill. Very well played via Mad Lions. And we're going to hop into a quick break and be right back for the second half.
And we're back. Round 2 fight. 9-6 in favor of Mad Lions. And this is a Mad Lions squad that we were hoping for yesterday, but didn't really get a glimpse of. So nice to see them starting to perform. But can they maintain that momentum here and snag themselves this very first map, their own map pick in the series?
Man, I'm so happy we're seeing this, but as I said to you during that quick break, is, are we seeing the Dust 2 game from yesterday into this one? Are we seeing another 2 rounds from Sprout and then another 7 rounds from Mad Lions? Could be the case, but JL picks up the first kill, Warrior of the second. These are players who've come and woken up. Team Bro is the only one who's kind of a little bit lackluster at the moment. Catches Lynx off guard. And that's the bomb dropped from Palace. And I think every single one of those kills were fairly easy headshots.
Yeah, like really quick and clean execution style, as it were. And JL doing a lot there in that round. All right. Nice little start to that for Mad Lions. Get themselves the pistol, deny the bomb plant entirely, which means that Sprout are unable to buy into this round. I mean, I suppose they could, but it wouldn't be very smart. So, gonna stick on the pistols and hopefully come into the next round with some AKs.
Morio's going to be the first one to face off of them. Are they really going to do a run boost with Glocks? What were they thinking is going to happen with that one? Warrior is going to be able to pick himself up a nice, easy 5-piece, but, you know. There was actually a kill. There was actually a kill. They managed to focus down on poor old Tim Rowe, who didn't stand much of a chance. He's on 1 ADR. Oh, this is hard. But yeah, okay. That's this half, to be fair. But
that's rough. That's quite rough. All right, well, that round went pretty much as expected, given the pistols that Sprout had coming into it. But here they have the AKs that we were expecting. Now we're looking to see the firepower to back it up. But again, look at Mad Lions. I lauded them for their map control. And again, they're putting so much pressure. This lurk could be pretty big.
Yeah, I really need to see Sprout come alive here. See what they're going to be able to pull off. And it's going to be Rouse with his first kill, but the trade's going to be coming right through. Warrior and TM Bro are going to be waking up. Look at the control of this mid position you told. And it mentioned earlier, and just a couple of seconds ago, about how well they can control a map, and that's exactly what they've done with that mid presence. They've dominated it. They may well have lost 1 player, but they took 2. 2 for 1, definitely in favor of Mad Lions. Now, the T sides are out there just all over the place. You can see the bomb is just waiting. They're trying to find at least something here. The opener is going to have to be not only, obviously, Slack's trying to go on over towards the bomb. He has been spotted. TM Bro can't quite hit those 1 taps. He's not Warrior or JL, but he's going to be looking to do his best. But he's not going to have to do too much. Buzz is going to be able to find 1. Slacks goes down. Warro, he's sneaking up right next to them. It should be an easy kill, but he misses the shots. Lunks was too ready for him, and now Buzz. The pressure is ever so slightly higher. Smoke goes out. He's going to be trying to back away from this. Give himself a little bit more time and shine. He's going to be able to spot them. Their heads out behind this smoke. Finds 1. Finds the second one as he pushes through. Team Bro's going to have to get the trade, though.
That was close. Sprout made that very, very close. But unfortunately for them, that's Mad Lions picking up another round. And we have to bear in mind, of course, with this being Mad Lions' CT side, Sprout needed to make a bigger buffer for themselves in the previous half. And unfortunately, coming in with only just 6 rounds is not ideal. Now again, back down onto pistols. Looking for an entryway again. So we're going to go for a full 5-person stack over towards A. Mad Lions haven't quite called it just yet. There was a bit of presence there. They're actually sending reinforcements over to B, so they're not entirely sure. But that should give the game away.
That is going to be the headshot coming through, but he's going to be very low. In fact, he's going to end up dying. Warrior is looking to try and get the kill from connected, but doesn't even go for the shots. Timber is trying to deny the one plant, but they can't quite do it. Lawrence, he rushes through, gets the double kill for the Tech 9. That is potentially game changing. He's got an AK in hand, but no bullets in it. He's going to have to go in with the 1 tap here. Never mind, his teammate, who also has the Tech 9 Rouse, is going to be popping off with it as well. Absolutely beautiful gameplay.
That was terrifying. So the AK, he gets stuck in like no man's land, has to dip out and pull out the pistol so that he actually has something with bullets in it. And I wasn't sure he was going to be able to survive. But the teammates back him up, keep him in it, and that was a round that Sprout shouldn't have won. Mad Lions kind of dropped the ball a little bit there, crumbled under the pressure, weren't able to rotate quickly enough to answer back. Sprout with a very fast execute, get themselves their first round in this half. But of course, it's only just the beginning of this half. Sax has picked up the AWP. We've seen how good he can be with it, but come on. What is with the pistol kills?
That was really well played by JL. He was able to flick away just as the flash went and then turn around and hit a flick shot with the deagle honestly really impressed with him. Honestly, like yesterday and today combined, he's really just been popping off, and Warrior as well. But honestly, Warrior was just so inconsistent yesterday. I think he was probably one of the sources of their main issues. Team Bro was a lot more alive than he was, and you can see the difference that when they have Warrior to depend on, it's just a whole different kind of game. Oh, Warrior, talking of which, he's going to be coming up behind them. The one rifle they started with, he finds one, and it's smart to try to back off. He's not going to be allowed the pleasure as he's forced into another encounter that takes the kill.
I'm amazed that he gets that kill. Like, as he's on the retreat, I feel... Because he still has to turn around. And at that point, he's very much being spotted out. And the fact that he's able to do the 180 and get the kill is absolutely unprecedented. Now 2 players left alive for Sprout. One of them has the AWP. And they're still pushing this.
I think they have to. I mean, look at the scoreline. They've only got 7 rounds. They want even more. They're going to have to go for the kills. He's going to be able to find one, but the trade's going to be coming through. Slacks. He's dead and out for the count. Rouse. He hasn't even got the bomb. Hope in hell. Oh, he's going to be looking to open up those gates of hell himself and just really find an opening for 10 seconds. He knew he had to die or clutch, and there was no way he was going to be able to bring that back.
That looked a little comical. Like, the headshot goes, but the feet are still going. So, like, the body seemed to, like, do a weird flip. Yeah, and that's what happens when you're running across an empty space and then get shot completely dry without so much as a smoke. Sure, maybe you weren't expecting a player to be there, and yes, your team is able to pick it up. It does give them a little bit of information, I suppose. Maybe that was the point of that, you know, die with a purpose. But that's going to be Mad Lions securing themselves another round. Sprout seeming to flounder a little bit here. T-side is that little bit more difficult to get value out of, and you know, they had a round where they executed really quickly and it worked quite nicely for them, but Mad Lions have adapted. Now Sprout try that same tactic again, and Mad Lions shut it down because they're waiting. They're expecting that to happen. They're making sure that they've got a little bit of utility available to them to make sure that they can deny it as quickly as possible. You're throwing out a Molotov to throw me off of my position. You did this in the last round. I'm not going to let you do it again. Great adaptations from Mad Lion, and it leaves Sprout GG with more questions than they have answers.
Warriors are going to be starting this off nice and highly. Finds that Rouse at the top of mid, and they're just taking this full of real estate, and it's that meme of just... But Spitty looking to deny them this. Yeah, very creepy. Well, Team Bro, he's going to be able to find this kill. Even though he's flash, he just holds down the spray, and that's exactly what you need to do in that scenario. And Sprout are just wondering what the hell they're meant to do against this. They managed to get the trade-off in towards mid. They got a kill, but they weren't able to regain that presence, and Mad Lions don't even have that presence either, aside from Roro, who's pushing up behind them. So it's just a whole empty space that they're unsure of. Just complete no man's land. And TM is keeping on the pressure. Roro, he knows there's a player down below. He's going to be checking up above as well, but it doesn't quite spot Slacks. So he's going to be able to potentially peek down here, get the kill. Slacks should be able to retaliate, try to get a frag of his own. He jumps up, but it should still be fairly easy. He legs him. He doesn't quite get the kill, but JL is there to answer. You know what? Roro knows there's a player up there. He chucks up a couple of flashes. He's going to be going in for the kill. Misses the shot. He's going to die. 2 versus 3 here, Sam.
This is a surprising resurgence, I guess, in this round from Sprout. There you go. That's yet another one. I mean, this is still winnable with 20-odd seconds left on the clock here. But they have to play it pixel perfect.
And JL is going to get caught off guard. The player bench is being able to make it away, but he's not going to be able to do it. Now it's a 1v1. Slacks, AWP in hand. He's going to be scoped. Sprout walking around, but instead he's going to be going in for the no-scope. This player takes him down. What a player. Slacks. Beautiful. Good prediction on him being one of the players coming in here, but Sprout is still too close. They're too far away. 5 rounds behind.
Yeah, I mean, there were too many angles to check there, which was really unfortunate. And I'm really impressed that they come out so strong in that round. I mean, I was saying it. I was like, oh, it's still possible. But I didn't really believe it, you know. But they made me a believer. Really, really solid stuff there. But look at their economy. I mean, they come into the last round. It was quite a hectic force. So they didn't have a ton of cash coming into this, particularly because they lost almost all of their players. So now, again, off the back of winning a round, they're still in a rough spot. Much better off than Mad Lions at the very least, but not ideal. They'll need to win this round, and they should be able to.
Yeah, he's going to be able to get any kills. No, he's going to get denied the pleasure. Pushing up instead, and the flash comes through and he goes down. They just can't see it. Flash after flash is just destroying the hopes and dreams of Mad Lions. Right here, SDY is going to be on the other side of the smoke. It's going to dissipate. Well, he hits the shots, but not the kill. Buzz. See if he's going to be able to fly his way onto the site, maybe find a kill too. And I think that's pretty much going to be his job, is to try and do as much damage as he can. But it's going to be the back 10 at distance, through the edge of the smoke, onto his head, into connector. 9th round.
As said, should be able to win that round, and they do so. Pretty convincingly, I would say. And now Mad Lions got a little bit of cash, but not much. They had 0 credits, or $0 at the end of that last round, with the little bit that they did buy in. So back down onto the USPSs. And this, I was going to say it should be a firing range, but not in that direction.
No, yeah, that definitely shouldn't have been happening there. It has done. That means there is an AK back. Of the other side. Buzz goes down, but SDY answers with AK. If he didn't have that, could have been an easy cleanup with that Galil, but now there's a secondary rifle and 2 players down the side of Sprout GG. Still 2 USB players. No armor on any of the players. Molotov is their one piece of utility left over on the side of Mad Lions. And they're going for a full, like, okay, well, there's probably a high chance that they're going to rotate here. So why don't we switch everyone over towards the B position? But they're not fully dedicated to that.
I mean, they haven't really dedicated to much of anything just yet, of course. Still playing a little bit more safe. They've still got a metric ton of utility available to them. So, and bearing in mind the Mad Lions don't have much at all. Barely anything, to be fair. So this should still be doable. I think they're going to be going for that execute first and then using some of that util for the post plant. Oh, there you go. There you go. Clear out the angles. Get yourself in onto the site. Once again, a very winnable round for Sprout. Let me get.
You say that. Let's see if they're going to be able to even don't know Mad Lions. They come through with the answer. The bomb is down, but Slacks is another one of the 4 situation. They know exactly where he is. He has to flick onto them. He's going to be able to get the kill, but now they're going to be spraying him anyway. There's just nothing he could do. How has that happened, Sprouts? That was your round to win.
A little bit of an ego peak at the start of the round is what starts to turn the tide over. SDY, I think it was JL that gets the rifle. Then off the back of that rifle, they get another kill. That gives them a Galil. And suddenly, a round where they had nothing and Sprout had every chance to win it is looking a little bit more like a Mad Lions round. And that is how it ends up. And again, you know, I mentioned how much utility Sprout had available to them. They start clearing out a lot of those angles. They get themselves in onto the site, but then they had very little left for that post plant. And they just get mowed down. I mean, these slight errors are costing them rounds that they shouldn't be losing.
Just have to do better. That's the real answer here.
Good.
They just... I mean, yeah, I mean, if you want to be toxic about it, but yeah, I mean, I've said that to a couple of these teams in the past couple of weeks where, yeah, I mean, just stop being so trash, I guess. No, they're not being trash. That is a joke, guys. Sprout have been doing really well, but they need to do better. Like, in general, like, some of that push, that over-aggression, that greed into the last round at the start really cost them, and you can see right into this. Biddy's down and out for the count. And they need absolutely everything they can do. I mean, Rouse is only on 717 at the moment, which doesn't speak everything. Obviously, he's been a decent backup and support player, but Lonks is on 26 to 17. And we've been able to see why. He's been shooting off. Left, right, and center. Warrow, 24 to 14, mate. I'm super impressed by both these teams, in particular Mad Lions, Team Bro. He may not be full of kills, but he's definitely been playing a really good support position, and some of the kills he's got have been exactly what he needed now. So here, he's going to be looking to push up, try and find some kills of his own. They're going to be meeting head on. It's going to be TM Bro going down, but JL is going to go in for the trade, push over towards ramp a little bit too eager. He's going to go down. Warrior with the trade. It's just back and forth, left and center. He finds a second. What is going on? He should not be allowed that now. Rouse. Player here, he's going to have to pop off and go absolutely mental. He's going to be able to find down Warrior. The flash is going to be going out. He's going to be going over towards jungle, but he has to be decisive here. Pick a direction and push. Instead, he's going to be trapped in between multiple positions. He's going to go for the blind. Buzz peeks out.
That's so rough, though. I mean, he knows there's a player behind him. He knows there's another player pushing through towards from mid side. And he has to go for the plant because he's running out of time. And he knows they're not going to peek him unless he starts planting because they don't actually have any reason to. It's such a tough spot to be in. And there's no good place really when you have those angles to cover to try to plant. So that's an unfortunate one. But now the real unfortunate thing is we find ourselves on match point. Mad Lions fully kitted out and Sprout back down on upgraded pistols. I mean, it's going to take a miracle at this point.
See if they get a chance on this front. SDY looking to just shut down that dream right off the bat. They want to take this win. They don't want to give it over to Sprout in any form. Mirage has been really interesting to see them play on they're definitely just a very different team to yesterday. The whole makeup of them is just so much better. They've been playing. It's not just even about the frags or anything. It's about that they've been playing in tandem as a team. They've been taking that pressure across the whole map and applying it against Sprout. Just like you said, they probably would Sam yesterday, but today they're actually doing it.
About time. And in a moment where they really need to as well. We've mentioned this before, but playoffs is on the line. They have to win here. And I think that's one of the reasons they start to wake up a little bit. They know what's at stake.
Well, that's going to be Sprout losing another one. They've only got 2 players. This is this game pretty much on this front. So GG, well played.